Hello everyone, I'm Lalita here and thank you for coming back to watch my invisible journey with MMO. So this is my second vlog and I am going to share with you guys how it all started and what are the first few symptoms that I felt. It actually changes me from a normal healthy person to someone who is diagnosed with a disease. Okay, so it all actually happened 1 year ago in June 2019, and thinking it back, I think it actually the start of everything like right on the day of my birthday. Okay, so on the 3rd of June, I actually didn't really felt well. In fact, I was like feeling kind of feeling when you have flu and you are going down with a cold and you don't have appetite. So basically that's the kind of feeling I had, and I have this tingling sensation right at the right trunk of my body, whereby I feel it being itchy and kind of like a numb sensation, but yet there's some tingling sensation. Next day I went out for a drink, for dinner with my friend. It was a great gathering, so we were just catching up and everyone was just showing up impromptu. We had a great night, but in the midst of the dinner and the drinks, I went to the toilet, and while on the way back, I actually slipped and fell and hit right at the back of my head here. Okay, I think I actually lost conscious for a few seconds. It's like a blackout kind of thing, but I managed to regain my consciousness. I was alone at that time, and so I just climbed my way back to the table with my friends. We continued our night of laughter and talks, and went home. The next day, I woke up with a very bad headache. I woke up with a nauseousness. I was vomiting in the morning, so I thought I had like a hangover from some few glasses of sake. So it was strange because usually I could hold my drink pretty well. Didn't really think too much, right? So I continued resting, and because I was like feeling very sick, vomiting a couple of times throughout the day. So was hoping that it get better, since it's like a hangover kind of thing. So but the symptoms actually persisted for a few days, 2 to 3 days. That's when I found it strange. Why am I still feeling nauseous? Why I'm still feeling like, in fact, the numbness on the right trunk of my body got worse. So I talked to my auntie and who is a retired GP. So we decided to head down to A&E to have a check, thinking that it might be like a concussion or what that I suffer from the fall. Yeah, so we actually head down to A&E, did a CT scan and some blood tests. Everything was cleared and nothing was showed. So the doctor actually just gave me a week of MC and say that it's just concussion and I need to take a rest at home. So we take it from there instead. So went home to rest. Took a lot of stop vomiting and nauseousness kind of medication, and then I was resting, and then just 5 days later I was supposed to go for a family trip to Hong Kong. I didn't want to cancel because like everyone was looking forward to it, especially my girls. They are really looking forward to the Disneyland hotel that we booked in, looking forward to visit their grandma and their uncles, aunties and cousins all the way back in Hong Kong. My symptoms persisted. Okay, it kind of stayed stable like just feeling nauseous all day long and vomiting one or twice. But with the help of like the medications, I was resting at home before the trip. So we went down when it was on the day itself when we were taking a flight. It was horrible. Though it was a short 3.5 hours to Hong Kong, it was a horrible 3.5 hours. I was like vomiting from the start of the journey all the way when we land. So my daughter actually calculated like, oh mommy, you vomited like in total 5 to 6 times. Well, but I managed to survive. So we checked into Disneyland Hotel, very nice hotel, but I didn't get to use the facilities, or I didn't get to go to the park because I was like cooped up in the hotel room. I just didn't have the energy to move because I was puking so much that and I can't eat at all. I was puking so much that whatever is out was like the green gastric juice, you know what I mean? So I was in the hotel 2 days, and then of course the girls, my hubby actually bring the girls out to the park to enjoy themselves, which I am very appreciative about it. And then we move on to another hotel in the city. So I was like that in a limbo kind of mood, like vomiting. I can't walk. I was like totally no energy. And then after 3 days in Hong Kong, with much discussion with my sister-in-law and brother-in-law and also my auntie, we decided to head down to the private hospital in Hong Kong to have a check again. So this time around we asked for MRI scan because the CT scan was cleared, remember, when I'm in Singapore. So we requested to do a MRI brain to check what exactly is going on because of the non-stop vomiting. So while waiting for I went for the brain scan. While waiting for the result, the symptom actually got worse. I was on drip. The hospital gave me medication that stopped the vomiting, but I started to have continuous hiccuping. Oh my gosh, you never I have never experienced such bad hiccuping. Well, regardless what I do, drink more water or stop breathing for 7 seconds, the hiccuping is like hilarious. It's continuous, okay, and it can be for hours. Okay, like I say, we actually did the MRI scan and the result were back. So I actually have like an MRI report from the Hong Kong hospital, and it said that I have like a spot that is about 0.5 cm big, that is seen right at this part, like at T2, where my lower medulla oblongata is near to the central canal region. Okay, it looked like that. You guys see this white spot here? Yeah. So it actually suggests like possibility of infection, inflammation, demyelination, or tumor, and further investigation, clinical investigation need to be done. So the local neurologist came in and see me, saying that he have no idea what it is as yet, and more tests need to be done. So after much discussion, we decided to come home. Okay. My hubby, Toby, and the girls will continue to stay in Hong Kong for their holiday, while me and my mom will take the next flight out back to Singapore. Yeah. So we flew back the next morning, very early morning. It's like a 8 o'clock flight. My condition was slightly better because they gave me a jab to control my vomiting and my nauseousness. So thank God for that. And when I first landed, I was sent to NUH E&E by with the help of my sis and my auntie. Of course, when during the midst of from my result is out till I fly back to Singapore, my auntie have really been a very great help. She have contacted the neurologist in NUH to see me once I arrived in A&E, and indeed everything was sorted out and I was awarded to the ward pretty quickly, and I was there waiting for the team to come and see me. So my takeaway from my first start of this whole invisible journey was have my family who is around me, especially my auntie and my in-laws, to give me advice what to do, and seems like because we take action early, the doctor who came in later on to see me were able to treat me and bring down my symptoms of the relapse. Yeah, and I'm thankful that God have arranged everything, like from booking of the air ticket back, everything went on smoothly, and going into A&E went on smoothly. So this is my second vlog on how everything started, and these are the first few symptoms that I experienced. At the time, my feeling was I don't know what I was feeling. Everything was in a blur because I was just too tired. I was just feeling so terrible and horrible that I slept throughout the days. So I'll come back on to tell you guys more in my next vlog, and I see you guys soon again. Yeah, bye bye.